Hello Pisces, I am here with your March 2021 tarot using the Royal Gilded Tarot. Now, to partially save time, I have done an extensive pre-shuffle off screen. And now we ask for what messages the tarot has for the sign of Pisces for the month of March 2021. I will apologize right off the bat about this being a little bit late. I hate being late. But the device that I recorded on legit quit recording, and trying to find a new device in a rather small city at a reasonable price during a pandemic, and then having to learn that device. And if any of you are like me, please know I feel your pain when it comes to new devices and having to learn them and figure them out and needing to take a few days and a few tries at things. It requires a great deal of patience and trial and error because reading the book does not make any sense. So with that, I am going to move forward and quickly say happy birthday to those who have already had their birthdays. And for those of you in Pisces, you still have another week and a half from the time of this recording. So if you haven't had your birthday yet, happy birthday. If you do like this reading, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, a subscribe, and please hit that notification bell. I'm looking at this card because it kind of spun around funny. Hit that notification bell because you never know when I might jump on here with a reading because we're in a new moon, a full moon. Maybe the sun is switching signs. Maybe I'm just feeling like doing some random tarot. So if you have those notifications on, you'll know when I jump on here. And let's get back to the tarot and the cosmos. So as I stated, there is still about a week and a half left in the sign of Pisces, and then the sun will move into its astrology new year, or astrological new year. These cards want to come out in great big bunches, so I may have to take some of them just to help them get their message across, because they apparently have a lot to say to you. But we start the astrological new year on April. You're out of all 12 signs, there's you and I believe it was Sagittarius that I kept wanting to say that the sun moves into Aries on March 20th, and I said April. So there may be something coming for you in April, but we'll see what the cards have to say first. But we start the astrological new year on the first day of spring, or the spring equinox if you are in the northern hemisphere. So things are really starting new, starting fresh on March 20th. And there is a lot of fresh energy coming in, sweeping in. There is a lot of closing out of old cycles and moving into new ones. And that is going to be happening as we move through March. So if you are feeling like you're kind of blah, for lack of a better word, so I have to fix this. I need a microphone with this device because it does not pick up sound very well with the device microphone on its own. And I have to have it in my ear. Otherwise it will fall out and I will completely lose all sound. Or at least you will lose all sound from me. We have on Sunday, March 13th, the new moon, which will be the last new moon of this astrological year, and it will be in your sign Pisces. So there's a lot of watery energy coming in this new moon, and this is when all this newness starts to come in as the moon is very much about feelings, as you are as well, Pisces. You think very deeply, you feel very deeply. You are a sign of duality, very similar to Gemini, only you're more about emotions than thoughts. Speaking of thoughts, that was the Swords card that popped out, and the Moon card is on the bottom of the deck. So we're going to start off your reading with that Moon card, but back to the new moon. This is going to be a good time to manifest because you are a dreamer, Pisces. You dream big, and new moons are all about creating the newness, the new cycles. The moon is starting its new cycle. And what better way to manifest when you can use the power of your dreams? And new moons are all about how to make your dreams start coming true or moving forward. So, to the bottom of the deck card, Major Arcana card, the Moon. The Moon is watery, it is shadowy, often revealing things that we would normally see in the sun. It is definitely kind of playing on our emotions, whatever this is that is being kept out of view. It is eventually going to come to the surface. It is eventually going to be revealed, just not necessarily right away in this month. And that could be where April comes in, and that's when you start getting your answers. Whatever this is being kept from you, whatever missing piece of information you require to move forward, it may be coming in April. Makes complete sense to me. I hope it does to you. So to start off the body of the card reading, so the moon energy, this is what's playing out in the background. This is what's kind of influencing the rest of this. So we have the 9 of Cups, feeling satiated and happy. The figure is toasting. He's cheersing. He's surrounded in a warm light. Cups are all around him and they're full. And that is how you're feeling right now. And that is perfect. But underneath all of this, I do kind of feel this is a bit of like you're waiting for this cookie to crumble. Like you're waiting for that shoe to drop. And the reason why I say that is we have the 7 of Wands energy here. And the 7 of Wands is a very defensive energy. And it's very fiery, it's very passionate, and it's getting you worked up. Up next, we have the King of Swords. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. The King of Swords, he is very intelligent, very witty, very smart. He does not necessarily mince words. He does not watch his words. He says what needs to be said, sometimes at the expense of the feelings of others. So that is the downside to the King of Swords. Up next, we have the slowest moving card in the entire tarot, and that is the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles talking about things that are tangible. It's earth energy, and when I talk about things that are tangible, Pentacles are usually talking about money, employment opportunities, contracts, things that you can touch, feel, can refer to your home. It's material items. Now, the Knight of Pentacles moves very, very slowly. He's very hardworking. He's very tedious, but he's the only knight who ever gets promoted to king. And it is masculine energy because it is very hardworking, like working your knuckles to the bone. There's a very frustrating energy that kind of comes with the Knight of Pentacles, but know that the hard work is worth it. Up next, we have the 10 of Wands talking about carrying heavy burdens. Now, 10s are the end of a cycle. So you're getting ready to put these burdens down, or you're starting to feel these burdens are being carried for too long. Like, this is too much. You got to put this stuff down, and it's time to let it go. despite the fact that you've been in an extended period of waiting. So with the Hanging Man card, it's like you're in suspended motion. You're just hanging around. The figure in the card is not in distress, often referred to as looking at things from a different perspective. However, I do really feel that in March, there is a lot of, like, we're in suspended animation. Like we've been wading through mud, waist deep mud. We feel like we're not getting anywhere, and it's really starting to get frustrating. But know that with the next card, this is water energy. It is a little bit quicker moving than the Pentacles, but it is a major arcana card, so it does have a lot of influence, and it is the card of the Chariot. Using your strength and movement forward, the Chariot does move. So this is where things start to get unstuck. You have to use some willpower here to help control the two sphinxes that guide the Chariot. But this is water energy, so it's a little more comfortable to you. You're moving at a pace that is, you want it to move a little bit faster, but not too much faster because it could get uncomfortable for you. Up next, we have the Nine of Swords. This is air energy, talking about things that are playing out in your mind. And this particular card talks about being worried, anxious. You're not sleeping at night because of the things that you are worried about. So altogether, I really feel like you are putting on a happy, brave face, even though you're feeling very defensive and maybe wanting to lash out. You're frustrated. Things aren't moving as quickly as you want them to, or in the way that you want them to. It's time to start letting some of this go, putting whatever you can down, put it down. This will help lift some of the weight off of you that is keeping you from feeling stuck. You're really caught up in your mind. There's still some missing information that needs to come in to help you really move forward and to help start putting your mind at ease over these worries that you have, but it's coming. And as we start moving through March, things are going to start to become a little more clear, and you are going to start seeing movement forward. And the reason why I say that is the Chariot card did come out in the upright, so that is forward movement and it's progress. It's slow. It's going to maybe need some more waiting. Nobody likes to hear that, but there is motion forward coming, particularly, I have been having a bit of a problem speaking the last 2 days. Whatever this is you're worried about, there's some information coming in that's going to help put your fears to rest or put you more at ease. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Pisces, and I will hopefully see you soon.